Some days John Doe wishes he never came forward.
Sometimes I think maybe I shouldn't have said anything and just kept my mouth shut. And I would have lived my life and died and not said anything. At least I would have had that peace, which is no peace.
There's been a court-ordered publication ban on John Doe's identity for 13 years, ever since he came forward with allegations of abuse against Father George Smith. Some of that abuse was so horrific, he couldn't tell the court or the RCMP.
To this day, I can't admit some of the stuff that happened to me. It's hard to say that, that you're being sodomized when you're 6 or 7 years old.
Smith was convicted in 2013 and sentenced to 11 years, but only served 4 before getting parole. It's been 9 years since John Doe sued the Diocese of St. George's on Newfoundland's west coast. 9 years, he says, of fighting hurdles put up by the church.
How much longer does the Diocese of St. George's want this to drag out? Another 50? Just get this, give the victim some closure so we can move on with our lives, right?
A lawyer for the diocese refused to comment on the case, saying it would be inappropriate to comment on something before the courts. John Doe's frustrations are mounting as the church prepares settlements with more than 200 people in the St. John's region. Survivors of abuse at Mount Cashel and other Catholic institutions are expected to be paid out in the coming months. But on the West Coast, John Doe says survivors there continue to be re-traumatized as the civil suit drags on.
This process now has been a part of my life for well over 50 years. And at some point, you just want closure.
Until a settlement is reached, John Doe says he'll continue to be haunted by George Smith and his unspeakable actions. Ryan Cook, CBC News, St. John's.